All right, here we go. All right, everybody, welcome in. Got a handful of things to deal with today. So, as you can see, I look a little ragged at the moment, and my setting is different than usual. So I just finished my first run since attempting the 2026 Cincinnati Spartan trifecta. I'll get into all the details of that, but after finishing my run here on family vacation, I felt it necessary to go ahead and unpack some of the stuff that happened about 10 and 9 days ago in Cincinnati. So let's open up with a slideshow. Check out some of the footage, most of this. Thank you very much to Captain Xander, who was willing to serve as cameraman for a whole lot of this, because he brought his phone on the course, and I didn't. So most of this footage, thanks to him. All right, Captain Xander and I are ready to go to bed, so we can wake up bright and early, mess this thing up. Ready to go?
Mess it up or get messed up.
I got one thing to show you before we go to sleep, though. And it's the snack drawer. You know, put clothes in here. It's the snack drawer. Eat your calories. All right, we're up. We're moving. Despite some people overly celebrating the NBA last evening, we managed to get a little bit of sleep. How you feeling, Captain Xander?
Nah.
Task one is to eat like 800 calories this morning.
That's really hard.
It's an obstacle, but we shall overcome.
Ooh, golly! We've been out here for like 5 hours. We're on top of the mountain. There's a big ass canvas thing. Good lord.
Well, we done did it. We done finished the beast. It was pretty gnarly. How gnarly was it? Wouldn't recommend it, but it was fun. One down, 2 to go. Two to go. Bye.
Somebody screaming it's cold too. Okay. Grab Watson, let's go!
All right, so as you can see, we did manage to complete 2 races. Before I dig into any of the details, I do want to express my extreme appreciation for Captain Xander. There was no reason for him to do this other than just finding it in himself that he wanted to do it. And that's an inspiration to me. But not only has he been an inspiration, he's been a great training buddy. He's been a great friend. He was a great Spartan to run with. And I look forward to continuing to run with him. It's a lot of fun, and it's cool seeing what he accomplishes while I try and accomplish my things. And it's always fun to have somebody with you on an adventure, you know? So Captain Xander, thank you very much. Know that I appreciate you. So what happened? We did the beast, and that being the number one thing that I absolutely needed to accomplish, we certainly did. It was unequivocally grueling. It was so hot, it was so steep, it was so long. It had literally the longest barbed wire crawl in Spartan history, and it was uphill with snow blowers. The cold was turned off, so it was just water instead of snow, but snow makers, because it's normally a ski resort, so snowmakers just pointing right at you like hurricane force winds while you went under the barbed wire. And for those of you who look at the pictures and think, oh, maybe the barbed wire is 3 or 4 feet up and you just kind of like crouch down and get under it. No, man. Most of that barbed wire is like 18 inches off the ground at most. So it's definitely poking you in the back. I saw one guy get stabbed in the mouth. It was like bleeding out of his lip. It was gnarly. And the race itself was just long. The 13.1 miles was about 15 miles. But we got it done. We did it in a little under 7 hours and felt great about it. It was grueling, but we got across the finish line without ever really doubting that we were gonna be able to get across the finish line, which was super cool. The obstacles were kind of a mixed bag. Some of them I absolutely nailed. Some of them that I have passed before, I just wasn't able to complete this time. So I did the little penalty lap and moved on. I didn't feel like I had to hit every obstacle to hit my goal. My goal was just cross the finish line. And then of course, we tacked on, let's also do the 10K super and the 5K sprint and try and do the whole trifecta weekend. So as soon as we finished the race, we got back into the car and started just loading up on calories. We had a huge dinner, tried to get plenty of rest, rinsed off all our gear, did the best we could to dry it off in the hotel room, and then got back out there the next morning. And we did the 10K super, and the 10K was more like 8 miles, by the way. But we did the 10K super, and we managed to finish in like the top third of times for the 10K super, but still missed our gate time for the sprint and could have picked up a later gate time. But man, by the time we got to that start line for the last race, I was out and I was not going to have any fun. And it sounded like Xander was not going to have any fun either. So I'm choosing to take this kind of as the best possible mix of wins. So not only did I achieve the first thing I wanted to do and some of the icing that I wanted to do, in choosing not to achieve all of the icing, I think I also maybe carried forward a little bit of the uninvited wisdom that maybe I gained from that first failure a year ago when I chose not to finish the beast. There was still something of a victory in that, in being able to notice in myself that this last piece is not a good idea. And it felt awful that first time. But I think this time, because I had already achieved the core of what I wanted, it almost felt like more of a victory to say, you know what? I don't have to do that last 5K. Yeah, it's gonna be crappy to have like race 1 and race 2, but not race 3. But it's the right thing to do. So we chose not to go ahead with the sprint, but thankfully they will allow us to transfer that ticket to another venue. So we're gonna get to go run the 5K sprint at some other venue in 2026, and that's when we'll get our full trifecta, and I'll show off the medal then. I left all my medals at home, so maybe in a future video I'll show off all the medals and the little magnetic hexes and stuff. It's pretty cool stuff, and I'm easily marketed to by shiny gewgaws. But yeah, so that's what happened. That was the run. And I'm really proud of it. And I guess now I still have a sprint on the horizon, so we'll still keep training for that. Although the level of training that I need for the 5K, can't fool me, I'm sure the 5K will be more like 5 miles. But the 5K is not quite the same level of training that I need for the 13K, but I think maintenance mode is probably a good thing. And I'll have to find some other fitness goals that I want to work towards. I've got a few that I'm kicking around, but that'll be a future video, is kind of exploring where I go from here. Because just like failing isn't quitting, I don't think succeeding is quitting either, right? I succeeded at the thing I wanted to do, but there's still cool stuff to do. So I've got to give it some thought, and I'm sure some of that thought I will do here on the stream, so you all can think with me. If you've got ideas about what kind of fitness goals you think I should work towards next, go ahead and drop them in those comments. I would love to hear them. But I'll be on later to kind of muse about that. In the meantime, I appreciate all of you all sticking with me. For those of you who have been here since I failed and now get to see me succeed, thank you, and I'm glad you're here. Stick around, because you know what? I'll go ahead and take that not doing the 5K as a little fail, just so we can keep the name going, because I'm not changing the channel name. So thanks for sticking around while Adam failed, and while Adam succeeded, and while Adam failed, and hopefully I'll succeed again. In any case, I appreciate you. See you later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more content.